Welcome back, Tank Nation, and we are driving. Where are we driving at?
We're driving in Honda. Actually, it's damn, I don't even. This is Toyota.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Toyota. We had to switch gear because we need a 4x4 because we're expecting a lot of rain. So we rather to be safe than sorry.
So, Tank Nation, who are we riding with?
We're riding with Rami Production and kenoladd.
So here we go. Before we get started, where can they find you on all those wonderful social media platforms?
Well, I'm in Tik Tok, Facebook, Instagram. Same name, Rami, ROMY _ Urraca, URRACA.
Awesome. So we are driving in this beautiful country of Dominican Republic, or the Republic of Dominica?
Dominican Republic.
We're Dominican Republic. And look, these are some of the things y'all can expect. Check out this. Y'all gotta love the wonderful view of this window. They got tint on the top and tint on the bottom. So this, what we call this widescreen movie production view.
It is kind of weird, man.
So, from what I've...
Dígamelo, Pedro.
Okay, so he's on the phone there. So we're gonna go ahead and this is real time and everything. So
Hello.
we're gonna go ahead and
María, sí, déjeme ser la esposa mía, déjeme devolver mi bala.
The visuals here
Okay, gracias.
Driving. And then also here, don't take it personal for the aggressiveness of the driving or some of the intricacies of driving. It's just a cultural thing, and once you get to traveling and more traveling, you'll see that it's pretty much the same all over. Because I can show you some very aggressive driving in Houston, as well as Memphis, Boston, you know, just over the road trucking experience, as well as living in Japan and in Italy and Greece and so on and so forth, and Saudi Arabia. So once again, remember why you're in a certain country. Remember, you're there for relaxation, you're there to enjoy yourself, you're there to learn. But once again, remember that we are all ambassadors, not only of our of your character, but of your cultures and your traditions and what you bring to the table. So, Romy, tell us where we are and what's going on.
Well, we right now trying to find our way around to go back to pick up some stuff we left in the car wash, on the rental car, and we here in the east side of Santo Domingo. It's a really old city, and as you can see, you can tell this, you know, you can show them all the those buildings actually they built back when I was a kid. I'm talking about 45, almost 50 years ago. And the maintenance and everything, there's something that, you know, that people lack of. And like Kino was saying earlier, it's a culture thing. You know, it's definitely a culture thing. And people have to get used to, you know, do this kind of maintenance and thing. But I believe with the time, you know, things start changing.
So I think it falls in line of something that for all my military veterans, we always say, we were taught and trained that you want to take ownership of, you know, whether it's a project, whether it's your department of the tasking that you have, you want to take ownership of it. And the same thing with your situation, and not just in this country, but even in your life. Take ownership of your situation, and how can I make it better? I always use a motto of, I want to study, plan, and then execution of it and everything. So once again, now also one very important thing that Romy here he hit me with, that I forgot myself, and even in my world's travel. When you get a rental car, we shot a video of all of the external. Why is that so important?
It is very, very important, because this way you can actually prove the way that you pick up the vehicle. And I don't do this only here in Dominican Republic. Everywhere that I've been in the United States and I rent a car, I always shoot a video of the vehicle, because when you coming back and return it, some people are funny. They say, hey, this bump right there wasn't here, or this scratch wasn't here, or this or that. And now you got to pay, you know, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So with the video, I right away give you the day and the time that you shot the video, and then you talk over and you let them know, hey, I'm picking up this car, this is what I'm doing, blah blah blah. And guess what? Boom, when you show them the video, all what they say is, oh, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I know you're sorry, and I know you knew that the scratch was there. However, I don't have to pay for it. So that's it. That's a good piece of advice.
Awesome. So once again, that goes in any country that you are doing a rental. And of course you say, oh, I got the insurance, blah blah blah. Well, sometimes it's a little bit different in different countries. So once again, common sense is the same all over. And if you don't have any, we are working on a project right now where you can rent it. So we're working on something. So
definitely.
We're gonna do a course coming soon on our channel of common sense. We're gonna have a course on common sense etiquette.
Definitely.
So once again, also be aware of, they call them, hopefully I'm not butchering his name, motoconchos.
Motoconchos, yeah.
You have to be very aware. These are professional drivers.
They're crazy.
And you got to be very aware of when they're out here driving, because once again, you don't want to be responsible for injuries or worst case scenario, loss of life. And we've seen a very bad accident yesterday where a vehicle ran over one and the vehicle kept going. So and I'm saying that also, that if you're planning on renting one of these, or you plan on hiring a driver for a taxi, because a lot of them are being used for taxis, you got to be very careful, because in their minds they're thinking that they have the right of way in this country, and that's not necessarily true. You do have some courteous drivers here, but for the most part, a lot of people are in a hurry and they got things to do, and their driving a lot of times is based off their personal experiences with other drivers, both local as well as foreigners. So it is a very diverse mixing pot. The food here is absolutely amazing. Amazing food here, amazing music. The artwork is beautiful here. And I will say this, now I'm not one of those that they call the creep cams. I'm not going to be walking around showing a bunch of people without their authorization or permission for me to record them. Of course, just riding out in general public, that's something different, but I'm not one of those creep cams where I'm going to be showing women's and their extremities and all that stuff. We're not going to be doing all that. But I will tell you this much, there will be some beautiful women coming on the channel in the future, and I guarantee it will be up close and personal. So shout out to the creep cams out there. That's a little bit weird, but we're not doing that over here, okay? Once again, because we are all ambassadors of who we are, your brand. What is your brand? So once again, this is Tank Nation coming here from the beautiful island of Santo Domingo. I'm sorry, Dominican Republic by way of Santo Domingo. Coming up next, what we got coming up next? What other places are we going to?
We are heading east. We're going to Punta Cana, and we're gonna be checking out La Romana. We're gonna be checking out Higüey. We're gonna be checking out a lot of interesting places in those areas.
So once again, thank y'all so much. More coming. I told y'all there was more coming, and yes, I got new laptops, we got new drones, we got new cameras, we got new editing software. So we will be improving on this channel. Once again, y'all be great. Tank Nation out. Give me your face. Boop, boop.